My name's Megan Mitchell. When I'm not food styling, shopping, and prepping for various cooking shows, I love cooking for friends and creating new recipes. This is Secrets of a Food Stylist. Hi, I'm Megan Mitchell, and today we're making homemade marshmallows. It's easy, it's simple. You get to watch it grow from just a simple sugar syrup and gelatin to this big fluffy white confection. It's amazing. So to start, we are going to bloom our gelatin. It's a half a cup, just cold ice water, and 3 packets of unflavored gelatin. It's like Jell-O, you know, that you get, but it doesn't have any of the crazy fruit flavors in it. I'm just gonna let that sit. Now, the rest of my water goes into my pan, along with a cup and 3/4 of sugar. I mean, that's all that marshmallows are. Sugar, gelatin, loveliness. 3/4 of corn syrup. The corn syrup kind of gives it that chewiness that you know and love of marshmallows. Sugar, more sugar. Every different kind of sugar I can get into this, I'm gonna put in it. When I was little, I didn't have hair until I was about 3 years old. Don't judge me, please. And my mom was so sick and tired of telling people I was not a boy that she used Karo syrup to stick bows onto my head. I was the kid that had like sugar syrup and bows stuck all over to my head. Kind of brings back memories. And a pinch of salt. I'm gonna bring it up very low and slow. You don't wanna scald your sugar. I attached a candy thermometer. I want it to come up to 240, which is softball stage. And that means there's not gonna be really any color on this, no caramelization. You bring it up higher if you're making caramels because you want that rich, dark amber color. This, we want no color at all. Now I'm gonna prep my cookie sheet. I have 1/3 of a cup of cornstarch and 1/3 of a cup of powdered sugar. Just gonna mix them together. The cornstarch kind of helps prevent it from sticking, and the powdered sugar gives it more sugar. Did I tell you I'd get more sugar into this marshmallow for you? I wasn't messing around. And I'm doing this to help prevent them from sticking onto the actual cookie sheet. If you want to be really fancy, you can do some homemade graham crackers, great chocolate, and these decadent marshmallows. It's a really fancy s'mores. My syrup is starting to bubble a little bit, and I can see the sugar is disintegrating and dissolving inside. Keep an eye on it because you don't want it to come up too quickly, but don't touch it. Now, my bag that I am prepping, just a pastry bag, disposable. I have a large star tip. Gotta kind of squish it down there. And then we'll cut off the tip, obviously, so it can have somewhere to go. I've worked on shoots before and we've had to do marshmallows. They're sticky, they get all over the place. My little trick is to put cooking spray inside your bag. It kind of helps them slide down. It's a little secret, just to ease it out of the bag. All right, 240. Be very careful, you wanna remove this. So before I pour this, I'm gonna start mixing up my gelatin so it's all broken up, we don't get big chunks of it. It looks really weird, but it'll taste amazing. Let's pour this syrup in. And you wanna do it in a slow, steady stream, sort of dripping down the side of the bowl. I'm pouring it slowly because I don't want to shock all the gelatin. All right, I'm going to slowly raise my speed on this, and you don't want this to splash back at you. So I'm going to whisk it for about 10 to 12 minutes until it literally triples in size. It gets really light, fluffy, opaque. As it thickens, you'll sort of see more bubbles and it change color. That's when you can bump up the speed. The whisk is aerating the sugar and the gelatin, and that's kind of what gives it its body, is this action right here. Looking good, making marshmallows. This looks great. I'm gonna lower my speed because I wanna add my extract and my food coloring. I don't want it to come back at me. I'm adding about 1.5 teaspoons. Woo, that's strong. I'm gonna add some red food coloring. You can use blue or yellow or whatever. I think this looks cute. It's a light pink. I'm a lady, I like it pink. A couple drops. You can add more if you want. Let it kind of mix through. Looks gorgeous. Oh, I'm so excited. Oh, look at that. It's so light and fluffy and pretty. All right, a little trick for getting the mallow into the bag. I mean, sometimes it can fall and it gets more on your hand than it actually gets in the bag. I like to put it in a glass. When I worked at a restaurant, this is how we would make all of our doughs and all of our really liquidy cakes. Oh my gosh. This looks like Katy Perry's dream come true or something. I don't know what to think of all this. Let's get piping. See how it kind of sunk to the bottom of my bag? That's because I sprayed it. It really helps. Squeeze down and then go back. They look so pretty. I like the look of these just because they're different than your normal square marshmallows. They're dainty, they're cute. I feel like little girls would really like this. I wouldn't really make these for a bunch of dudes. I don't think they'd understand it. And you can let them sit overnight, it makes them not as sticky, or you can wait 2 to 4 hours and then eat them right away. So these have been sitting at room temperature for a couple hours and I can't wait any longer. They've been taunting me. So I'm gonna just dust the top a little bit with the cornstarch powdered sugar mixture that I put on the bottom of the pan. And this just makes them easier to handle. And if I was gonna store them, I'd just toss them in a bowl in this, make sure they're fully covered. These are sticky guys. See, look at how cute they are. Like light, fluffy, spongy. Okay, I'm gonna put this whole thing in my mouth because I want to. Oh my God. It's like when you toast a marshmallow for s'mores and you get the ooey gooey middle. It's exactly what this tastes like. It doesn't have that weird hard outer shell that store-bought marshmallows do. I'm just gonna plate some of these real quick. Always using a white plate. I think it really shows off the color of everything. Makes it look clean, fresh. And when I put them on the plate, I can kind of pile them up. I hope you enjoyed this recipe. Please subscribe to Hungry. Get this recipe, other recipes, make it, enjoy it.